Mr. Elias Muhoozi on the stage.
Then we are changing the culture. That's why we don't part of the culture. But Oscar, you change with Linda then. Huh? So good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning once again.
Good morning.
I'm really excited to be speaking to us today. My goal is normally that every week we are able to have a training that I've done. Reason being, it's because you know very well that this is the year of the quantum jump. How many of us already started seeing the quantum jump? I told you already, quantum jump is not something you wait for. Are we together? Quantum jump is something you do what? You work for. Are we together? Quantum jump is really very serious. And as you know already, we have Fiona as a brand new Millionaire Circle. Let us clap for her. And we're waiting for you to become also a member of what? Millionaire Circle. So let's not wait for the quantum jump. Let us create the quantum what? Jump. This evening, I think at about 10 p.m., I'll be going to Kinshasa, to Congo. But like I told you the other time, I normally want to be very efficient. Even when I have a trip, I want to spend most of my day here. Then in the evening, I'll be going to the airport. Are we together? To go to Congo, I'll be there, I think, for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then Tuesday, I'll be back here. So on Wednesday, I'll still be with you on Wednesday. So the point is, if we really want this year to be a year of the quantum jump, you must not waste any single day. Are we together? You really must work very hard. Today, Dr. Mukalas, he met me on the stairs. He's right there. And he, of course, commended my smartness. And I told him, get used. He said, but you know, it's amazing. Even when you're top one, you still come very early. And I told him that first of all, I come early because it's a habit. What has brought me up, it's because of habits, which you cannot stop it. Are we together? If I stay home sleeping, I think I'll be bored. I will not feel nice. Are we together? But also, number two, I've not yet achieved everything I want to do what? To achieve. Are we together? So if I can be up early and the rest of the leaders can be up early, I think you can do it what? Better. So today our topic is turning a prospect's no into a yes. And do we have a clicker? I'll just begin with a statement saying, okay, I think I put this on my Facebook the other day. Are we together? And I said that in network marketing, you're going to hear no more times than you can count as you build your business. And that is very true. Many times you're going to hear no, rejection. But we are saying that what you do with that answer has everything to do with your success. Are we together? Because we have, you know very well that for you to be able to get a person saying yes, you must have spoken to 10 people. Are we together? 10 people come. Rather, you call 10 people. 4 of them show up for the appointment. Then probably 1 of them will do what? Will join. Are we together? So every 1 yes, you're going to have gone through 9 rejections. I get what I'm telling you. So what you do with these 9 rejections is a major ingredient into you getting that 1 yes out of the what? Out of the 10. Now, as we proceed, we're also saying that there are 3 ways in which people deal with a no. I wish I can have a clicker from somewhere. Oscar, clicker. Number 1, some networkers When someone tells you no, they look for an exit right away, immediately. When someone says no, that's the end of the sale process for some people. Other networkers, this is what happens. They take the negative answer personally. They feel very bad. They feel as if it is the end of the world. They feel as if network marketing is not good for them. They feel as if they have done something wrong. Are we together? When someone says no, don't take it personally. Number 3, others, when people tell them no, they switch off from being helpful to becoming opponents. They are arguing. They look at their prospect in a very different direction. They look at them as an opponent. They look at them as a person who is negative. They start labeling them names and stuff of the sort. Are we together? Instead of being hopeful. So we are saying that as we proceed, my friend, first of all, before we proceed further, I want us to discuss, why do people say no to us? Why do people say no to us? Or why do people tell you no? Now we are saying that, assuming you are asking the right person, and no means one of these 3 things. So the prospect is good, he's a quality person. Yourself, you are good, you're a quality person. When a person says no, what does it mean? It means one of these 3 things. Number 1, it could mean you are giving wrong information. Meaning that you didn't explain well enough, and therefore you have to work better, or you have to improve your presentation skills, or your explaining what? Skills. Are we together? So if you are talking to people and you're getting a lot of no, maybe the way you do your one-on-one presentation has a question mark. Maybe the way you do your presentation has a question mark. Are we together? Maybe what you are saying is not something that should entice someone to do what? To join. So wrong information is one of the reasons as to why people don't do what? Join us. And that's why I was telling the Victorious today morning that we must do everything we can to improve our presentation and presentation skills all the time. All the time. Speaking presentation. Try to improve all the time. Become better at explaining the business. Become better at explaining the products. Become better at answering questions. Because one of the reasons why people don't join us is when they really don't feel convinced that the information you have given them is good enough for them to say yes. The second one is the wrong timing. So someone could say no to you even when you have presented very well, the information is right, and they could be convinced. But unfortunately, maybe it is wrong timing for them. And we are saying that the other person needs some time to ponder. Maybe they need some time to think about it. And therefore, you must be patient and ask for the yes later. And this constitutes many of the people that we talk to. You talk to a person right now, but maybe it's not the right what? Time. Don't end the sales process. Keep them in your prospecting funnel. Keep them following up, because sooner or later they will say yes. Very many examples. The second top distributor in Africa, Mr. Duncan. I talked to him when I was fresh, like 1 day old in the business. Called Duncan, told him about the business. He rejected. He only joined after 1 month and a half. The third top distributor, Mr. Nicholas Uriatemba, met him in someone's office, presented to him, and Nicholas said, no, I'm not in. But 5 months later, he joined. Are we together? I remember the 4th top distributor in the Visionaries is Sydney. When I talked to Sydney on Facebook, yes, I met him, and he didn't necessarily really say no, but he didn't have the money. Sydney joined me 3 months later. Are we together? When I'm talking to a person like Jimmy Chayune, beginning, he joined me 1 year and a half later. Damian, she joined me 2 years later. Kasimba's Godfrey, 3 years later. Are you getting what I'm telling you? So some people are only saying, the timing is not right for me. Give me some time. Then, number 3, why people say no. The wrong circumstances. Now, in this part here, there is something over which the other person has no control that is blocking them. And therefore, you must identify that obstacle to help them overcome it. The third one represents people who don't join us because there's something not clear for them. The presentation is good, they are convinced, but maybe they are feeling I cannot do it. Maybe they are saying I've joined once a network marketing company, didn't work out for me. Maybe they have their own self-doubt within themselves. Maybe, I don't know, they are not so sure if their husbands, their spouses, their friends will like it. Are we together? Sometimes it is fear. So you have done a good job, the person is convinced, why don't they join? Now the solution here is to help them identify that obstacle, to overcome it. Listen to them more. This is where encouragement comes in. You can do it, it is possible. Are we together? Now take time and keep quiet. Listen to them. Listen to their objections. Let them tell you why maybe they feel their abilities are not good enough. Maybe let them tell you why maybe their wife, their spouse, maybe they joined another company. So some people are really convinced. You have done a very good job, but there's something that's doing what? Holding them back. And if you feel you have done a very good job, you feel the person is convinced, don't talk anymore. Just keep quiet. Encourage them to talk. Ask them questions. They will reveal their fears. Are we together? They will reveal their what? Their fears. Now, as we proceed, I just want to give you this quote that says, no means no for now. And it does not mean no forever. Ask if you can check on them later. Are we together? You may not even ask them immediately, but when someone tells you no, it just means no for now. And that's what Nicholas's no meant to me when I met him 5 years ago. That's what Duncan's no meant to me when I met him 5 years ago. That's what Alan's no meant to me when I talked to him. Because I talked to him and he joined later. And many of us have also signed up a lot of people who have seen the business before, maybe by you or maybe by another person, and then they say, by the way, I've heard about this business before. My friend explained to me. Are we together? And then they are now convinced to join. So they rejected that person, or they rejected you initially, and it's what this quote is representing, saying that no just means no for now. It does not mean no forever. And that is the key thing that we must be able to understand. Okay, we shall proceed. Now, I want to share with you about 7 or 8 approaches or best ways you can be able to approach a no from a person. The first one is when someone tells you no, accept it as a what? As a challenge. Don't look at it as an obstacle. Just look at it as a what? As a challenge. And that challenge is that now you are challenged to turn this no into a what? A yes. It's like you are no. What should I call it? Should I call it a war or something? But it's really a challenge for you. More like those of us who are bachelors and non-bachelors also, if you go out to invite a girl, isn't it? For example, you look at this Farida and you say, Farida, you want Farida, isn't it? She doesn't say no, say yes immediately. Not at all. She looks aside and looks down and says no. And then what do you tell yourself as a man? You say, game on. Tell your neighbor, game on. You say, game on. Now you start slowly by slowly. When she comes to the training, you get her for a seat. Are we together? You see her, she's bored somewhere, you tell her, there's a new movie that's coming out. Do you want us to go and watch? She says, no, I'm not interested in movies. You're like, oh my goodness. Now, movies, no. It's still a what? A challenge. You, over the weekend, excuse me, Farida, do you want to go to the beach? She says, I'm allergic to water. You say, no. It's still a what? A challenge. You look for another, something else. Are we together? Hi, Farida, do you mind having lunch with me today? Then she's hungry that day. She says, I want to come for the lunch. Still, she has not said what? No. But it is what? Game on. So even with prospects, when the prospect says no, it's just the beginning of a whole sales what? Process. You know what? As long as personally I have talked to someone, that's for me, I already count that as a what? As a sale. Because the gap between me talking to someone and the person joining, I know it's always big. I know there's a bit of what? Of time. But for sure, as long as I win the game, or as long as I follow up enough, I play my game right, that person will do what? Will join. Are we together? And that's why I normally encourage us that as we do our business, let us focus more on those. How many people know I am in business? How many people know I'm in Alliance? How many people know I have these products? How many people know I have weight loss program? How many people know that Alliance pays like this? Just focus on that. So as long as many people know, the rest is up to you to convert those maybe, those no, those whatever it is into yeses slowly by what? By slowly. The key aspect is for people to do what? To know. Twachichenga. Okay, so accept the no as a challenge and take steps to rebuild the what? The rapport. Are we together? So when Farida says no to you, you're like, okay, now let me look for another approach. Are we together? You approach her like this, then that one fails. You try another approach, it fails. You try another approach, it fails. You are just, every time she has said no to you, you're looking for a new way to do what? To come back, to come back, to come back, to come back. Are we together? Then we're also saying that this, most of the times, the prospect, they may wish to end the sales process immediately after turning you down. They don't want you to bother them anymore. All the time, when a prospect says you no, they don't expect you to approach them again. Just like all of us, when especially the people of insurance call you, hello, how are you, Mr. Muhoozi? I'm selling insurance from UAP Insurance. Do you want to mind the UAP Insurance? I said, no, I have a policy with the Jubilee, I have with Prudential, I have with that. Sometimes I'm lying. I get what I'm telling you. Now, I don't want to call them again. But what is important, you as a salesperson, you must remember that no does not mean what? No. Look for another alternative way to call Muhoozi again about your product or about your business. Even when they reject that one, give it some time. Look for another way to approach that what? That person. Are we together? To establish the rapport. Are we together? Now we are saying that assure yourself that the initial no does not mean ending your sales effort to this prospect. We shall proceed. Let the prospect know that it's okay they didn't say yes immediately. When someone rejects you, let them know that it is well with you. Let them know it is okay that you didn't buy. It's just like when you go to buy clothes from these boutiques, especially you, the ladies, you try this one, you try another one, and try another one, and try another one. The owner of the shop doesn't leave. You don't leave them pissed and annoyed. You have made my clothes dirty. You made my tiles dirty. You are not, No. They sell by customer. See you next time. I get what I'm thinking. That's what they do. Now, also in network marketing, when someone does not say yes immediately to the product, to the business, do not take it personal. Are we together? That is the beginning of building a good relationship with that what? That's the beginning. Point number 2, but just before that, achievers. How many of us call themselves achievers? Achievers reject rejections. Tell neighbor, reject rejection. You should always reject what? Rejects you and it discourages you, you have accepted rejection. The moment someone does not buy, and then you rub them off your prospecting funnel, you have accepted rejection. You have accepted no for an answer. And trust me, you cannot win. Never accept rejection. Let rejection come in through this ear, goes into the other ear. And you say, you are joking. Game on. Tell neighbor, game on. Tell neighbor, game on. And then you slowly by slowly. You know, I remember the day when Jimmy, I called Jimmy after 1 year and a half of rejecting me. I called him. Actually, he's the one who called me. Hello, Muhoozi, how are you? I want to meet you. He wanted something else, not Alliance Motion Global. I went with my magazine. I went with my bank statements. I went with everything ready to convince Jimmy to join the business. So I let him talk. He talked and talked and talked and talked. And while he's talking, I am seeing a prospect. I'm seeing a leader. I'm seeing a downline. So after I've talked, he has talked, I told him, Jimmy, I just want to listen to my presentation for the very last time. I was lying. It was not going to be the last time. Had he rejected, I would still approach him again. Talked my heart out. And that day he said, I am in, I am joining. The moment he said I'm joining, in my heart, of course, not in his face, I was laughing. I was saying, he who laughs best laughs what? Last. I was like, yes, I've won this game. 1 year and a half later, I've won this. Are we together? That's how it works for us. So never accept what? Rejection to put you down. Point number 2. Be curious rather than persistent. When someone says no, just be curious with them. Don't be very persistent with them. Now this is, there is this old adage that says that when we say never take no for an answer, most people misinterpret it into meaning that you should pester a prospect until they say yes. When I tell you don't take no for an answer, it doesn't mean you pester someone and pester them and be on their neck and choke the business down their throat. That's not what we are saying. What we are saying is this. It doesn't work like that, because you see, the moment you over pester someone, then it hardens the no. The no now becomes stronger. You are pulling, they also pulling. You are pushing, they also pushing. That's strong. So the moment someone says no, put your guards off. And now be curious. Find out, what of those 3 reasons did they say yes? Was it wrong information? Was it wrong timing? Or is there a circumstance that's holding them back? And how do you get that? You get that by being curious about the no, or by finding out what is holding back this prospect. Are we together? Listen to them. Listen to them. Ask questions. Give them a chance to express themselves. And even when someone is talking to you, there's when someone is raising their objections, just keep quiet. And what you're going to do, always confirm that the prospects have stated all their concerns, and you begin providing what? Answers. That's why I told you that the moment you're presenting to someone and they open their mouth to talk, keep quiet. They are only telling you this is how you should close me. I get what I'm telling you. The other day I was at my home, and then someone had come to visit me, and he was a service provider, and we were really arguing about something and what have you. And then I was also trying to sell them my idea, and I talked my heart out. Oh God, I'm a very good salesperson. Talked. I really talked to this guy, and I knew the point had sunk right into his head. After I talked, he said, "But you know, Mr. Muhoozi, the problem you have." I said, "What?" "When I'm trying to talk to you, you tell me, fast wait. And I felt I laughed in my heart, because this is what I'm always training you. All this sales speech I put on to convince this guy to my way of thinking did not yield any results, as long as inside his head he felt that he was not listened to. So the moment your prospect feels inside them that they have not been talked to, they have not been listened to, when your prospect feels this, this network or this salesperson has not listened to me, he doesn't understand me, however much a sales pitch you put on, they are not listening to you. Are we together? So the moment someone begins to open their mouth to talk to you, to ask questions, just keep quiet. The moment says, "But excuse me, what does this mean?" Keep quiet and listen to them. In fact, always ask them, "Is there any other concern that you have?" In fact, that's why they're saying that always confirm that the prospect has stated all their concerns before they begin providing what? Answers. In the movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, this gentleman, Jordan Belfort, and it was Leonardo DiCaprio who was acting as Jordan Belfort. when he was training his farm, he told them that in a sales presentation, he who speaks fast loses. Are we together? Now, in our case, of course, you don't expect your prospect to speak fast. Are we together? Initiate the conversation. Initiate the presentation. And encourage them to do what? To talk. When we are done with our OPPs, normally we tell people to sit in closing what? Circles. The problem with closing circles is that people now go and do another mini presentation. Excuse me, these are the points that the presenter missed. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Oh my goodness. So they have been sitting like for all these hours. I get what I'm telling you. And even when they sit in smaller circles, they're not being listened to. They cannot join the business. So make sure the person does not feel they have not been listened what? To. Otherwise, when someone says no, it's because they still have a concern. They still have something that's holding them back. And you have failed to identify that. You have failed to answer that. Are we together? Otherwise, no one should ever reject the business. And that's the reason as why Farida may not join me today. But she meets Katushabe, and Katushabe makes Farida join the business. Why? What's the difference between me and Katushabe? It's because maybe she listened to Farida's concern and answered them. Me, I pitched and pitched and pitched and pitched and thought I was making a sale. Kobe was not making a what? A sale. Point number 3, be professional. When someone says no to you, be professional. And this is what we're saying. Remaining professional during this uncomfortable period, when a buyer says no, may help you to establish what? Rapport. And how do we mean by being professional? Don't become too tense and allow your facial expressions to reflect your disappointment. And this is what happens for many people. The moment someone says no, oh my goodness, they become tense, they become blue. Are we together? They, on their facial expression, they are showing a disappointment. They are showing this person that, maybe they have rejected because they don't understand and what of you. Are we together? The moment someone rejects you, be calm. In fact, we are saying that don't be impatient. Getting a sale is a what? Is a process. I've told you before, the most important point in closing a sale is not on the day that a person buys, but on the day the person knows what business you have. The moment someone knows the business you have, the product that you have, the service that you have, that is the most important bit in the sales what? Process. The closing is a result of the things that you do. I get what I'm telling you. So the moment someone says no to you immediately, and then you act unprofessionally, you have lost the game. Are we together? I told you of a time when I went with my wife to buy clothes. So we were at the Acacia Mall. We entered this shop. And then she tried on a dress. I said, it's not nice. Tried another one. I said, it's not nice. Tried another one. It's not nice. Tried another one. It's too long. Tried another one. It's too short. Tried another one. It is it's too fitting. Tried another one. It is too relaxed. Tried another one. I said, you know what? Had been 3 hours in that shop trying on clothes after clothes. The salespeople were very nice girls. Are we together? She would come out of the dressing room. They compliment her. And I'm like, wow, okay. Then when she refuses, it's like, oh, it's okay, try another one. Don't worry. Then when she undresses the clothes and she's folding them, they say, don't worry, we shall fold them, just throw them there. And then afterwards, trying out about so many dresses, I picked her by the hand and said, you know what, let us go to another shop. She held my hand and said, come. At least let us buy something. At least you buy socks. At least buy, but you don't have vests. I told you, I have a whole wardrobe full of what vests. At least buy something. I took her aside, I told her, this is what we do every day. I'm a salesperson. I'm into marketing. Rejection is every time. But what is most important to these people, even if we are not bought, most important, it's we have entered their shop and know the kind of dresses they have. That is the beginning of a great sales process. Maybe according to them, why they were nice, it's because even if you don't buy right now, when next time you're looking for dresses of the type they have, you're looking for office dresses, you know they have office dresses. Maybe you want a party dress and they don't have, but you have tried seeing all their. So the most important bit is you seeing the business or the service that the service provider has. Are we together? So even as in network marketing, we should spend a lot more time trying to get as many people as possible to know that we're in the in the business. I like David Masaruka, and he says, David Masaruka says that if anyone should know that you are in network marketing, let them know it's you. That if anyone should think about network marketing, let them think about you. Someone thinks about Alliance Motion Global, say, I have a friend of mine who is doing network marketing with Alliance Motion Global. If they think about a food supplement, the first person they think about should be you. Even today, someone called me and said, hi, how are you? But do you have a food supplement for losing weight? I said, of course we have. And I sent a picture of Fiona. She was fat, now she's very small. I'm joking. No, but anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. As long as people know the service that you're providing, that is okay. Are you getting what I'm telling you? That's what? Okay. Point number, but just before that, a rejection is nothing more than a necessary step into a pursuit of what? Of success. It's a necessary step. Are we together? Those of us who have wives, our wives first said no before they even said yes. It's obvious. I think the best way to explain rejection is in the dating process. In fact, it's boring. When you say, excuse me, can I be your boyfriend? Then she says, yes, please be. You run away, you're like, Are we together? So it's a very necessary step. And as a matter of fact, for the 5 years I've been in the business, very few people pay cash. Personally, I've not had anyone paying cash for 5 years. So who are you? Don't say I'm a visionary. Yeah? Because I'm also a visionary. Number 4, find agreement. Find agreement. So the moment someone says no, the moment someone raises objection, calm down. Remember professionalism. Remember professionalism. Find a way in which you agree with them. Now, we are saying that, I already explained to you, agreeing with a prospect. Agree with a prospect on some aspect of his or her objections. This is an assurance that you're genuinely listening to them. The moment someone says no, or someone raises an objection, don't say, no, this is the way it's supposed to be done. No. Find areas in which you agree with them, then answer the objection. And that's why in a sales process, complimenting never stops. The moment this person who was at my home, who had come and he said, but Muhoozi, the problem you have, you are not listening to me. I realized there was a problem. So what I did is that I looked for his strength. Are we together? But one of the things I like about you, you are such a very good conversationist. Are we together? Compliment them. Are we together? When I was in Mombasa, a lady called Esther brought for me some people to talk to them. And these ladies were sitting just right there. And the first thing that I did, I said, you know what, you people, I like you. Are we together? In fact, one of them could ask a question, and the question was not, maybe probably is not very positive, and I said, I love that question. Are we together? I know you're asking that because you already have an experience in network marketing. Are we together? I know you're asking such a question because you're a businessman. Because in business, we look at return of what? Of investment. So you edify, you may not edify the complaint, or the concern, but you edify the act that has brought the what? The concern. I like you. By the way, for you to ask such a question, you are a very observant person. Now that you have asked that question, now I can see you understood the business somewhere. Are we together? So edify and compliment the fact that they have asked the question. Find a way in which to make it feel it is okay that you raise this concern. It is allowed. Please ask more. That's what you're trying to say. Are we together? So when you find agreement, you are really assuring this person that you are genuinely listening to what? To them. Are we together? And that their concerns are really valid. Then we're also saying that any kind of argument with a prospect kills any chances of re-establishing what? Rapport. Don't argue with a prospect. Now, if a prospect insists that they are right, even when they are wrong, give them some time. But don't leave at a point of what? Of disagreement. Are we together? Don't argue. Any argument between prospect and the networker, the prospect is what? Is right. So don't argue with anyone. If you notice someone is pulling strings, relax, let them pull. Let them win. I get what I'm telling you. I know that you focus on now re-establishing the what? The rapport. Are we together? Let the sales process end, and then you will begin what? Afresh. One of the ways to find agreement is to use the analogy of feel, felt, found. Can you say feel, felt, found? Feel, felt, found. This one I've trained it to you before. You tell someone, I know how you feel. I understand you. I understand your objection. I understand your concern. Are we together? I felt like that before, but this is what I did, what? I found. Are we together? Let a person feel that their concern is valid. Let them feel that you understand them. Let them feel that you also think like them. Are we together? That kind of thing. And then, of course, lastly, on this point is that of trying to challenge a prospect. Offer encouragement. One of the ways in which we go wrong, especially I've seen it here in the Visionaries team, is when people are giving testimonies. When you come to give a testimony, you have not come to challenge prospects to make them feel that you are better than them. You are not better than anyone. Yours is to inspire. Yours is to encourage. Yours to show that they can do it also. Are you getting what I'm telling you? But the moment you start Okwesoma, can you say Okwesoma? You start reading yourself, you start challenging them, you start saying them, you are better, you start giving quotes that are wrong. I told you before that don't give quotes that demean other post professions, quotes that demean what other things are doing. Are we together? Don't compare network marketing to other businesses negatively, people are doing them. Don't compare network marketing to a job negatively, people are doing them. Show them, encourage them that on top of their job, they can do network marketing. On top of their businesses, they can do network what? Marketing. Don't challenge anyone. Okay, good enough. You're going to challenge someone. Maybe you challenge Justin. Challenge Justin. Challenge Justin. Challenge Justin. She's going to say, okay, you have challenged me. Choke on your business. I will not join. Who has won? Who has lost? You have lost. So you are not going out to challenge anyone. There are times when you meet people who are proud. Have you met people who are proud? Very proud people. It's okay, leave them in their pride. Encourage them just. If someone is proud, no problem at all. I like this. How many of us watch the clips of Fun Factory? The ones of National Theatre. They are called what? They are called who? Yes. So there's this Amos, the Munyankore, very arrogant Munyankore, who is very proud. This is how you deal with proud prospects. So one day he went to this restaurant. And then he had come from another serious restaurant. Then he went to this restaurant and told them, excuse me, I've come to pick toothpicks from your restaurant, but I've already eaten barbecue from another what? Restaurant. And he calls it what? Barbecue. And like this nursing is his stomach and what of you. So he's with this, I think there is a waiter, I don't know the tribe, then there's this Muganda man, Zizinga. And now Zizinga realizes, then I think he says that Zizinga, he calls his friend, Amosi. There's someone who cut a blanket and made a trouser, meaning who? Zizinga. Then another one, he says there's another who got foil paper and made a what? A trouser. So these people were discussing about this guy. So he said, how much are toothpicks? Now, they don't buy toothpicks. But he's just trying to be arrogant. And I remember, I think they told him toothpicks are over 50,000 or whatever it is. He gave them money to buy toothpicks. All together. And then they brought him 2,000 as 50,000. They brought, I think, about 2,000 as the balance. Toothpicks for 50,000. All together. And he accepted. So when someone shows that they are proud, they're up there. Are we together? Well, I think you could sell them the C24/7 at a proud price. Are we together? I think with a proud person, don't sell 7 accounts. Tell them, you know what? For a person of your class, now edify their class. You know what? These things, it's a game. It's just a game. Someone is very proud. Edify their class. Someone is proud, tell them, for a person of your class, a person of your caliber. When you choose to join this, you cannot join with 1 account. Don't in fact join with 7 accounts. Join with 15 accounts. Let me share with you. Big business people like you, this is what they are doing. Draw for them. 7 this side, 1 on top. 15 accounts. Are we together? For a businessman like you, and for people like you, we are not just targeting Ugandan market. I think, because they are proud, all right? You are targeting international what? Market. For a person like you who does not have time, who is proud, we shall not target offline. We shall only target what? Online. Play their game. I meet many people who say, I have a downline. But the problem with my downline, Soma, come on. You already know their challenge. That's their what? Their challenge. You have a prospect who is proud. Edify them. That's their food. Are we together? Edify them. That's their food. Make them feel more proud about themselves. I get what I'm telling you. Compliment them. Be nice to them. Someone who says, I have a lot of money, I cannot do that business, and what of you? Don't you worry. Tell them now, you who is already successful, you who is a big business person, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. I get what I'm telling you. And I met someone who was meeting this very proud person who was proving they are too rich, they have a lot of money, and what of you? After present this person negative, arrogant, and everything, then they said, now that I'm sitting rich man, he's the one who's going to pay our what? Our bill. They brought the bill, pushed it to a rich man. It's okay. It's what? Okay. Now, you're not trying to challenge them, but you see, you edified them all together. Never let anyone put you down. It's a game. Just play along. Trachenga. Okay. Offer encouragement, and instead of trying to challenge a prospect. Point number 5. Ask the prospect to take immediate what? Action. Now this is a bit controversial concerning the training I'm giving you. We are saying that, look at this. Sometimes some prospects make decisions quickly. They make quick decisions. But others wrestle with the process. Others are slow. So someone may not be saying no, but they're just taking longer to do what? To make a decision to say yes. So they're not saying no, they're not saying what? Yes. What people do is this. Whenever you finish addressing their questions, concerns, always end up by asking the prospect to take immediate what? Action. And if a prospect still says no, even after you have answered their queries and concerns, no problem. Switch to products. If you have been presenting to business and the person still rejects no, switch to what? To products. If you have been talking products and this person says no, show them by the way. I can show you a business opportunity behind these products. And trust me, this will impress you. Talking about that, also always use affirmations. Tell me about affirmations. Tell me about affirmations. So when I was in Mombasa, I was speaking to another gentleman. It's just part of me. The moment I met this guy, I said, hi, how are you? How is everything? Thank you for meeting me. And I said, oh God, I love Mombasa. I love Mombasa people. I get what I'm telling you. Then we started presenting. And then I told him now, when I reached the business part, I told him now, let me show you the business. And I'm 100% sure you're going to fall in love with this business. The one I'm going to show him. I get what I'm telling you. So the moment you're trying to show someone a product, tell them, I'm sure you're going to fall in love with this product. This is your kind of business. This is your kind of product. This is something that's going to impress you. Now, I want you to sit down. Be sure I'm going to impress you. That's how I like playing on people's psychologies. So by the time he's sitting down, he's already prepared to be what? Impressed. I like telling people that I'm going to show you a business. It's going to sweep you off the ground. Be sure about that. Those affirmations. And by the time I'm showing you the business, he's very sure. Then in the middle of the presentation, he's asking questions. We are creating rapport. And I say, you know what? I like you. I've liked you. And we are going to do big business together. Affirmations. Remember affirmations. Those affirmations, those assurances are very good in a sales what? Process. Oh, we are going to do it, and we're going to do it very what? Big. You know what? I've liked you. I've been looking for a person to work with in this market. I think you are my right kind of guy. I think you are my kind of person to work with. So, those affirmations are important. In that way, you are making rejections harder and harder and what? And harder. Am I talking to someone? Yes. What if they still say no? Smile and ask for referrals. But this last part of what if they still say no? No one says no, and it's a big no on their first day. No. On their first day when they say no, just take it as no. When they say, leave me alone, just take it as, leave me alone. When they say, I will not buy, just take it as, I will not buy today. Are we together? That's what they are saying on their first day. That's why I told you when you are vibing a girl and you go to Farida and Farida says, leave me alone. Just say, she's saying, come tomorrow. I get what I'm telling you. That's the kind of thing. Point number 6. Don't take it too seriously. Don't be too serious. Don't take it too seriously. Don't assume that, it's a do or die. It's never a do or die. It's a game. Having the right attitude about a no can really go a long way into getting more yeses in the future. So you must have a right attitude about the no. And we're saying that, after all, what is a no except a prelude to a next what? Yes. A no just means you're moving to the next yes, to the next yes, to the next what? Yes. And I want to still differ a bit from that point. I agree with that point, but also differ. When Fiona says no to me, it does not mean I turn to Linda. No. Yes, when Fiona says no to me, Fiona remains in my prospecting funnel as I turn back to what? To Linda. When Fiona says no to me, it doesn't mean I cross Fiona with a red black pen. Are you get what I'm telling you? It means that I put Fiona on the hold as I go to what? To Linda. Are we together? So when you say SW, someone, so what next is doing what? Next one is waiting. It doesn't mean you cancel this person. No. Are we together? So a no means it's a prelude to the next what? To the next yes from them. Are we together? So one of the, in fact, we are rich. Tell about we are rich. Tell about we are rich. Think about it. I'm sure they're also friends of ours online. Think about it. How many people you have ever talked to about your business? What if you kept in touch with them? That's why I'm a very strong advocate. In one of my trainings I did, in fact, it's even in one of the videos that I released the other day, is that always prospect with a name list. I have a name list in my bag. Sometimes I change my name list. The name list bores me. It gets old and like I just need to look at something new. I get that name list, keep it, and then go to what? Another one. The moment I want people to join follow up on, I go to my old what? Name list. Are you getting what I'm telling you? Never, ever, ever, ever get anyone off the prospecting channel. Let us start Fiona, who became our member of Millionaire Circle. She talked to someone when she was beginning. 2 years later, 3 years later, she's a Millionaire Circle member. Do you think that this person would listen to her this time? Yes. Let us let Kevin talk to some people when he was beginning. Now, Kevin has also had international businesses. He has gone to Zambia. Now, when he comes back from Zambia, it's like, when I came back from Zambia, we are now establishing Zambian market. Join so that you are part of my leaders in that market. Do you think they'll listen to you, Kevin? You have a better chance in closing a former prospect than a new prospect. Are we together? The problem is when people tell us no, we forget completely about them. The problem is we are prospecting using our phone books, namely contact list in our books, instead of writing them what? Down. Knowing who said yes, knowing who said no, knowing why they said no, knowing who promised to come and didn't do what, and didn't come. And maybe you need to follow them up again. Never get anyone off your prospecting channel. Are we together? That's why big companies, MTN, Airtel, Stanbic Bank, they have their inventory. There are banks in which I close the accounts. Like the accounts are purely inactive. One of them is, let me not mention that bank. But I closed the account, not out of anything, but I didn't want that account. But up to now, they sell me birthday. If you want to know how serious salespeople be, one day go to Be Forward and try to buy a car from those Pakistanis. They are telling, excuse me, do you want to buy a car? Yes, put in your email, put in your address, put in your phone number. Never put in your phone number if you don't want to be called. They will call you, hello, how are you? We are selling cars. You see, plus 971 Dubai. You're like, oh, wow, international. I'm big. Hello, how are you? We are selling cars from Be Forward and what of you? Then you say, okay, I will not buy next time. What of you? Okay. Then about 6 months later, you see plus 370. You're like, wow, which country is this? Canada. Is there a Muzungu who has died and left me inheritance? And you rally up to pick up. Hello, how are you? I'm calling you from Be Forward, following you up. If you bought a car, what of you? I'm not here to buy, please, next time. Then you are joking. You get another plus 00134 from America. Is Obama calling me Kumbe? It is still what? So serious people, serious salespeople, serious companies, the moment they have your contact, that's rich. In fact, one of the researchers done, they said that now data, some of you call it data, but data is one of the most expensive commodities in the world. Have you heard that? Yes. Are we together? Data, information, contacts, a network of buyers, a network of people who can, like a business and what of it. That's why the reason that's why big celebrities are paid a lot of money to even, appear on a billboard because they have a very big following. I get what I'm telling you. That's why YouTube is paying a lot of people money if you have so many followers. My wife was telling me the other day that if you have, I think, 100,000 followers on YouTube, subscribers, I think, they send you a gift. I get what I'm telling you. And she was saying, I've told my friends to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I asked them how many of them. 3 of them. I'm like... Now you have laughed. Me, I didn't laugh because I didn't want to sleep hungry. But I hope she's not watching. But anyway, no problem. I'm going to do RC. By the time I come back next week, she will probably forgive me. But really, but anyway, going back to the point. So you are paid a lot of money. So data is very important. So you having a fund of people, it's okay. It's a very big deal. Having a name list and a name list and a name list and a name list. And I like what one of the leaders, I think it was Duncan, when he was doing training on follow-up, he said that get into touch with someone and find a very creative way to keep in touch with them. Find a creative way to keep in touch with them. Find a creative way to keep in touch with them. The moment someone's in your business, save their number, like their statuses, like whatever they're doing. Follow them up on Facebook. Just say hello to them. Just that. Be nice. Be a normal person. Are we together? So don't be a salesperson this time. Just keep in touch with them. That person will join you. Are we together? Let me ask you something. Were people joining 5 years ago when I joined? Yes. Were they joining? Yes, they were. So are they joining right now? Yes, they are. Will they join 10 years later? Yes, they will. In fact, most of the people who approach me in my inbox, Facebook, WhatsApp, everything, there are people who knew me before and now are joining, want to say, can I join the business? Can I be able to make it? I want to have an appointment with you. Many of the appointments that I have, which most of them I turn them down really, are people who want to join me, who saw me joining those days. Are you getting what I'm telling you? Meaning that what about those people who I lost touch with? There will be so many. Twachenga. Then, as they say, smile and die. Smile and what? Die. That is what is most important. Someone says no, smile, talk to another person. Smile, talk to another person. Smile, talk to another person. But don't cut off the what? The relationship. Key thing. We are always running up and down looking for new people. When you're already 1 year old in a business, you're running up and down looking for people. When you're already 2 years old in a business, it's because you didn't keep your data well. Other people are looking for those contacts. Other people are looking for people who know something about them. Other people are looking for people who change circumstances. But you throw away all your data. That's why I told you uplines. Uplines, put up your hand. Can you say everyone, upline, put up your hand? I expect everyone to put up their hand. I told you uplines that it's also very important to keep an inventory, data of the people who come see your business. Have a book of register, a register book like for your guests. Are we together? Team Alphas, register book. Guest list. A very beautiful one that looks nice. Let your guests register. Comment. I like it. Comment. Pull up your socks. Don't you worry. But just maintain it. That is very key. When we are launching a new product, those are the ones that you talk to. When it is Christmas time, hello, my name is Fred Olang, leader of the leader of the Game Changers. I just want you visited us at Alliance Motion Global. It's a general message. And you listen to our opportunity. I'm just wishing you a Merry Christmas. That is all. Easter is coming up. Hello, my name is Dr. Mukalazi. We met at Alliance Motion Global as one of our guests. I just want to wish you happy holidays, happy Easter. That is all. If Standard Bank is sending you blind messages for Easter, what about you, Game Changers Limited? Are we together? If you banks, I don't know, Facebook even sends you birthdays and what of you, maybe some people may even write their date of birth. I don't know. Find a creative way to follow up with people. Let me tell you something. Stop thinking like a small business person. Stop thinking like as if you are tiny. Let me tell you something. Am I making a lot of money? Yes. I'm making a lot of money, by the way. The money I make per month that I balance is bigger than the net profit of many big. Is not to define myself, but the point is you are a big business person in the making. Let me ask you something. In my team, I have about 100,000 people who have joined, 100,000 contacts, all accounts all together. Maybe people could be about maybe 30,000, I don't know. A team, a business which has 30,000 followers, is that big business? Yes. Is that big business? Yes. So why are you behaving like a small business? Bank. One day you count them. I even know them by name, each of them. Are you getting what I'm telling you? You have 100. One of the reasons why I've been able to grow very big is because I never, ever, ever think like I'm a small business person. Never. Never. How many of us want to earn 1 million per day? How many businesses make profit of 1 million per day? Net profit of 1 million per day. And you can make it with Elias. So why are you behaving like a small business person? Why are you still behaving like a briefcase what? Business. There's a guy called Vusi Tembekwayo from South Africa. I like him. I met him in 2009. But he's actually in Uganda currently. I would have gone to his seminars. Unfortunately, I'm going to Kinshasa tonight. He did a training on the lie of small business. This is the lie, the myth, the lie of small what? Business. Like, people want to behave small. And according to him, the owner, a mama who is selling, who has a shop in Kamocha, where he grew up, and someone who owns ShopRite, are they in the same business? The answer is what? Is yes. Someone who has a Kabbalah, somewhere in Akulabi, and people sit on benches and what of you, and someone who, and the Angenois, are they, is it still called Angenois? It's called Governor. And Governor, are they in the same business? Yes, they are. They're also in alcohol. So according to this man, think big, think big, think big, think big, think big. Why do you think small business? Are you getting what I'm telling you? I used to like copying what some of these big companies are doing, the MTNs of the day, and I want to do them in my business. Are we together? That kind of thing. If they celebrate their employees, they do several things. Also, you do them with your team. They're not employees. So as long as you keep throwing stuff against the wall, something is bound to do what? Stick back. So don't take it seriously. Just keep on throwing. Keep on throwing. Keep on throwing. Keep on throwing. Keep wish birthday. Wish Easter message. Wish Christmas message. 2 prospects. Have a whole line of them. Be a CEO. I meet many networkers who say, I am bored. One day someone came to my office and said, Muhoozi, today, are we in this? He was a Muchiga, and I will not say, I was going to say Ruchiga, but let me not say Ruchiga. Muhoozi, are we in the same business? You have files, you have what, you have everything. I'm like, yes, we're in the same business. It's because you are in a small business in your mind, me, I'm in a big what? Business. Okay. Sales are contingent upon the attitude of the salesperson, not the attitude of the what? Of the prospect. You cannot change the attitude of your prospect. You cannot change your own what? Attitude. When the prospect says no, that's them. If prospect is negative, that's them. Are we together? It's your own attitude that you can do what? That you can change. Your family says no, no problem. It's only you who can change your attitude. Are we together? And then as I continue, number 7 is follow up. Can you say follow up? When a person says no, please follow them up. Even when a prospect says no, keep them thinking about you by following up. And it's what I've already told you. Have a book of register. Prospect to the name list. Are we together? And remember, even those prospects who were not in your name list, the moment you talk to them, write them in your name list. When I was in Mombasa the other day, all the people I talked to who were my own, the prospects of my downlines whom I had a chance to talk to and close them, my downlines whom I was able to meet, when I reached Uganda, I sat down and I said, Nino to Mikiriza, tell neighbor kwe to Mikiriza. Haron Fitumuchiza, this is Elias Muhoozi. I've just landed back safely in Kampala, as if he has asked me. I once said it was a pleasure meeting you. I liked Mombasa, and I'm sure we shall do very big business. I hope to see you on board very soon. See you soon when I come back. Then I call her. Then I text. That's the message I sent to all the people whom I talked to, both mine and also for my downlines. And all of them by then replied me, oh, cheers, leader, thank you, thank you, thank you. And nowadays I learn the word cheers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then the others who had not come. There were 2 or 3 who had not come. And one of them is a lady. I'll not tell you her name. I sent a message. Hello, so and so. Are we together? Hello, so and so. I've just reached Kampala. The same message. I've just reached in Kampala. I loved Mombasa so much. I did manage to meet you, but from what I saw in Mombasa, we shall do very big business. I hope to come back soon, and I hope we shall be able to meet. Cheers. Enjoy the hotness of Mombasa. And I put a smile. And many of them pray, oh, congratulations. Thank you for reaching well. Everything is, thank you for reaching well. Something of sort anyway. Or others who were not positive, who don't want to listen to me, who are saying, this key networker, this key picture, but I'm nice, I've smiled, I've said them cheers, I've told them it was okay, you not meeting me, I didn't take it personal. They say, all right, thanks. They just write thanks, THX. They are not wasting their ink of the phone. No problem. And those are the ones I reply, cheers. And if they're not Muslim, I put those with 2 glasses of champagne. All together. If they are Muslim or problem, then I'll put just a smiley. Are we together? When I reach Kinshasa, I'll go to my prospect list. I'll just get a monument in Kinshasa. Take a selfie or take a picture with them. Hello, leader, how are you? Like I told you, when I was in Mombasa, I had plans to travel to Kinshasa. And right now I'm in Kinshasa. People are embracing our business. What we are doing here, I want this to happen in Mombasa. Cheers. See you very soon. Are we together? Hello, leader, this is what I was telling you about. So really, just keeping in touch. Keeping in what? In touch. Even those who didn't reply me, I'm going to say, who these ones? Do they know I'm a Ruby Globe ambassador? Do they know I'm too bad? No. Omuganda says, Omuzakola chi? Omuzakola chi? My friends from Arua, Dr. Ndale, he doesn't understand that. Are we together? It's not an abuse, but it's also not a nice word. So, never get anyone off your prospect list, no matter how negative they are. Just increase the interval follow-up. Now, those ones who are not forthcoming, still don't get them off your prospect what? List. Just don't contact them frequently. Remember we said, don't over pressurize the person. Are we together? But keep it at a distance. There are people who try to sell me land. I don't know. A lot of them. Are we together? Then I don't buy. But some of these are brokers. Every time they have a land deal, they say, nah, I don't know if you're interested, but I just want to show you this one. I'll show you this one. And before you need to finally buy from them. Are you getting what I'm telling you? It's sales. It's sales. And when we say sales, by the way, we're not just meaning selling products. We're not just meaning prospecting. We're meaning what? Both. Are we together? A sale it can mean a person joining you or can mean a person doing what? Buying. Are you together? Products directly from you. People's circumstances change. So anyone, as long as you follow them up long enough, they will join or they will buy your products. Are we together? I just want to end with a quote that says, I am a conqueror. How many will say, I am a conqueror? I am a conqueror. And I will not accept defeat. Tell your neighbor, I will not accept defeat. Always tell yourself, I am a conqueror, I will not accept defeat. I am a conqueror, I will not take no for an answer. I am a conqueror, no does not mean what? No. I'm a conqueror, I will follow up this person until they buy. Tell yourself, I'm what? I'm a conqueror. Conquerors don't take no for what? An answer. Conquerors persist. Conquerors are consistent. Conquerors follow up. Conquerors don't take things what? Personally. Conquerors manage their own what? Attitude. Not because they know they cannot change the attitude of the what? Of the prospect. They manage their own what? Attitude. Are we a ready team? Yes. Are we a ready team? Yes. Have we learned something? Yes. Have we learned something? Yes. When I come back next week, we shall, not next week really, but just before I go back to Mombasa, I'll be having a training for the silver executives. Are we together? We said as silver executives, our target this year is to increase the quality of the presentation. and we shall be following up to see did our testimonies become better. Our testimonies becoming better, or they are not becoming better. If they are not, no problem. We shall still repeat until we do what? We shall persist. Are we together? Then, but this particular training, we shall be talking about slides. What to say on slides. Are we together? What to say on slides. One of the reasons as why people don't join us, we have said, is wrong what? Information. When the presenter is not good, people will not do what? Join. So we want to improve that. Then hopefully, still towards the end of the month, we shall have a leaders training. And there we shall be considering payers and to be for doing what? For paying. Are we together? City executives, all city executives, free of charge with free water on the house. How many of us want to be city executives? And moreover, two bottles of water. Now, leaders training. Leaders what? Training is for paying. Are we together? But this time, you are in a 5-star hotel. You are eating a 5-course meal. Are we together? And you are only being trained by the cream dollar what? Cream. That one I don't compromise. You're only trained by the top earners who are available. Are we together? So if, for example, I'm available, I'll train no matter what. If Duncan is available, we'll train no matter what. If then, who is number 3 there, Nicholas is available, he will train no matter what. Sydney will train no matter what. Are we together? Then somehow it goes like that, Hamza Kasede like that. Are we together? So it's not based on who is more excited, who is whatever. No. It's based on who has the what? The results. Are we together? So that's why sometimes you find it's only me, Nicholas, and Duncan and Sydney who train all the time. Unless any of them declines, then we go to Kasede. If Kasede declines, we go to where? To Hajara. If Hajara declines, then we go to what? Cheyenne. If Cheyenne declines, then we start. Yes, it must be Stephen Kisache. If Stephen Kisache declines, then somehow we reach up to what? Up to maybe top 21. Mr. Clint Muhoozi. Are we together? Are we a ready team? Yes. Are we a ready team? Yes. Are we a ready team? Yes. Watch. Higher and higher and higher and higher. Who are we? Who are we? Continue. Okay, who are we?
We are the visionaries.
Who are we?
We are the visionaries.
The visionaries. One team, one spirit. What is our mission?
To be the biggest into multi-millionaires.
This is a song talk. My business is exploding because I talk to everyone I meet about my business. Everyone I talk to gets started. I am financially free.
I am living my dreams.
And my goal is to earn 500 million by December 2020. I'm a
fully qualified global with aim global. Kind one.
And God by my side.
Grab it. Come for training.